All right. And we're live. What up, Cornerstoners? My name's Sir Puff-A-Lot, and welcome back to another installment of the Rapper's Corner. Today, we're being graced by the Fire BK legend, a protege of the incredible RIP Sean Price, and the hard body MC of Duck Down music fame. What's your name? Where are you from? And what do you do?
My name is Ruste Juxx. I'm from Crown Heights, Brooklyn, and I murder microphones globally.
Murder microphones globally. That's right. That's right, man. Yeah. So, how you doing today?
I'm great, man. I'm great.
So, you've been in the music industry for a long time, man. You're a vet, like for reals. And let's just go back to how long ago you actually been doing this. You've been doing this for at least 25 years, right?
Yeah, 26. Yep.
26. That's what I figured. Back in 1998 is the first time I remember seeing you, right? Is
Yep.
that the Helter Skelter
Magnum Force album.
Magnum Force album? That's right. Let me ask you a little question. Uh, how did you decide to start making music?
How did I decide?
Yeah.
Um, well, I was, always, I fell in love with hip hop early, but I wanted to be a MC when my uncle he was a rapper. He influenced me, so I wanted to be, a dope MC like him. So that's what got me started.
Oh, really? And
Yep.
when did you actually start writing your own rhymes before you dropped your first?
1990. I was about 12 years old. So I've been writing for 34 years.
Wow, wow, it
Yeah.
shows. You got the Matt's gifted skills there, talent, man, raw
Yep.
talent. And when you first other okay, who is this uncle of yours, by the way? Could you elaborate on that?
Yeah, this is my uncle. That was my uncle Ray, man. He passed away a year or two ago. And yeah, man, he was I had three uncles, man. He was the one in the middle. Like, my oldest uncle was my uncle Randy, and my uncle Ray, and my uncle Sean. I lost all of them, man. They all passed away. But
Wow.
my uncle Ray was he was like the one I looked up to the most. He
Hmm.
was he always, I was always out with him. He took me everywhere. you know and so when he came to live with us for a little while, he stayed with me and my mom's, and like for like a year. And he was such a dope MC, man. He had stacks and stacks of composition books. And that's what just made me want to be, just like him. You know what I'm saying? Because um he was the dope role model for me. You know what I'm saying?
Nice, nice, nice. That's awesome, man. Started from family. That's cool, man.
Yeah.
And yeah, at a young age. So maybe could you tell me who inspires you in the industry then when you first got into music?
Just a whole lot of MCs, man. I just basically all the MCs I grew up hearing, from female MCs to the male MCs like Kane, MC Light, the G Rap, KRS-One, Grand Puba, Stetsasonic, uh, just everybody, man.
Yeah, shout outs to everybody.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah, nice,
Slick
nice.
Rick, Dougie Fresh, Biz Markie, everybody.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Now, tell the people more where you come from and how hip hop is in your environment area growing up, and how it is even t- till now. Like you know.
Well, hip hop was strong in New York City, man. I mean, that's where it started. And when I was listening to it, it was I couldn't help but to listen to it. It was everywhere. Out of every boom box, anybody that walked through, every car that passed through was playing hip hop. So many hip hop artists around my way that I grew up, around. You know what I mean? A lot of the older guys was rappers. So hip
You,
hop was just everywhere.
you get to go to block parties.
And black parties especially.
Nice,
I went to 1,000 black parties. It was hip hop everywhere.
nice, nice.
Yeah.
You ever get down with any b-boying or anything like that?
Nah, I never did that. Nope.
No, no, no.
No. I watched it though.
Mm, yeah. So you literally grew up right at the time, right there in the middle of where hip hop was born, getting strong with all the action from DJing and b-boying and breakdancing and graffiti and all the MC going on, and you got these wonderful influence from your family so far. This is a cool story. Now, I'm real curious. How long did it take for you to want to start writing at 12 years old before you wanted to actually make your first song and record it?
Well, I wanted to record immediately once I started writing, you know. But I think I started like 2 years later. Maybe I don't know. I probably was 14 when I first recorded. My next door neighbor had a studio. He had built a booth in his closet. It's my man DJ Zoe. And
DJ
rest in peace to him, man. He was my first producer in house. You know what I mean? Recording sessions, and I knocked out so many songs with Zoe, man. That was the big brother right there.
Wow. So you already started recording by the time you were like 14,
Yeah.
making tracks. Wow.
Yep.
That's amazing because most people don't even have the chance to start making music without some kind of influence by the time they become older.
Yeah. Yeah. I recorded in so many studios growing up, man. It was just all over. Just by doing what I do, I was meeting people with, they had studios. Different producers wanted me to come to record at their studios, so I was always recording like albums worth of songs for years and years and years.
Years and years and years. But by the time it came around to 1998, how did you end up landing on that? How did that come about? That whole Helter Skelter project with the
Well, my manager Errol Mack, he's Rock's cousin, and I didn't know at first. We was just doing a lot of work, recording all around, and I was doing shows at different places. And one day he just said, "Yo, I want to introduce you to Helter Skelter," and because they're working on their second album, want to see if you could, make possibly do a song with them, or just let them hear you. And that's what he did. He brought Sean Price around where I lived in Crown Heights on Kingston Ave, and when I met Sean, I spit for him, and it was a wrap after that.
nice, nice, nice. Now that's pretty epic because Sean Price is a goat, and an opportunity to work with him must have been amazing. You
Yep,
probably you probably had a blast. I'm sure.
absolutely.
Yeah, and then correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't your like personal debut come out in 2008?
Yeah, yep,
And was that? I'm just curious because I seen you recently talking on an interview. You were talking about how you actually now handle almost everything that you do
yeah,
yourself.
yeah.
I- Back then, did was that whole thing all just completely you?
Um, well, what do you mean as far as what?
Did you make your own beats and
No, no, no. I never produced. I never made my own beats.
okay, okay.
No,
Do you make your own beats now?
no.
Okay. Okay.
no.
Oh, beat producers, did you hear that?
Yeah, nah. I never produced for myself, but I just was rapping and get myself and put myself in the right positions to be
Mm,
heard.
okay. Well, you have a really good taste for what you're picking out these things obviously handpicked for
Hmm.
yourself. So, for me listening as a whole sound, it really I almost thought you made all the beats yourself.
Yeah,
Listening.
nah. I never did that.
Yeah, I mean, uh, okay, because online you don't necessarily always see all the credits like you did back in the old days with the CD insides and stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All,
So
all my albums, all my albums are produced by one producer. Every album, except for like my first album, I had multiple producers. And another album I dropped called International Juxx, where it's multiple producers, but all the rest of them are just one producer, me and a producer.
okay, all right, that sounds cool, man. Yeah, and all right, you are a legend when it comes to internationally touring. How did that come about to begin with? How did you get your foot in the door with that?
Well, I first started touring with Sean Price. I got my passport in 2003 or 2004,
Mhm.
and I started going on tour with him. I think my first tour was with him and Ed OG, my man Jason and Slain, and then after that I did a big tour with him with Sean Price and Ill Bill, DJ Eclipse. We was all over, man. Like I think we had like 52 shows or something like that. We was touring for like 2 months. I just went on a lot of tours with Sean, and that's how I started getting, to France, to Canada, to all over Europe and in the States.
Nice,
So
nice.
that's how I got my start. Cause before that I had just done like I performed in Ohio, I performed in Virginia, booked by myself, and I mean, me putting in the work to get booked, and but never overseas. And then when I started touring with Sean, it was just all over.
All over from there. Started
Hmm.
go around the world. The world's they say it's a small place, but it's pretty big, man.
Yep.
Do you enjoy touring overseas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's different than being here playing shows here, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah. I mean, I think. Oh, I like a lot of my shows is kind of similar. Even if I'm in the States, it's always like the same impact. It's just I guess the fans overseas, they I think they have a love for hip hop a little bit more than certain people in the States. Like
yeah.
they really they long for it. Because some of them, they don't get it that often. They don't have hip hop shows there all the time,
Oh, that's
or they
true.
get shows, but it's not the that real underground hip hop that they listen to.
Yeah, that they like so much. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, that's awesome. That's a blessing for them to get when they can get the acts coming out. It is hard to get people from over here there. And I think you're right. They do have a love for that that's a lot stronger than we sometimes see out here, especially older school hip hop, you know.
Mhm.
Stuff from the 90s, they love it out there, right? You know.
Yeah, man. My last show on this tour, I was in Chisinau, Moldova, and I think I'm the first Brooklyn or New York rapper ever to perform out there. Like they
Wow.
don't have hip hop shows out there. Like they don't have any
Wow.
events, none of that. So when I came out there and did that, it was like a breath of fresh air. They really enjoyed it.
Yeah, man, making history there once again. It's
Yeah.
freaking awesome, man. That's what's up. Um, if you if you were going to give any advice to people who wanted to get into hip hop like you've been working on,
Hmm.
what advice would you give if they want to be an MC or they want to play shows like you've been doing? You got any advice for anyone? I'm just curious.
I would just tell them to make sure that this is what they want to do. And it's not just a hobby. Like they want to, because this is something like you got to stick with. Just like a marriage, man. You got to, for better or for worse. Because I've been through ups and downs, and but this is what I've always wanted to do. So just make sure you got that love for it first before you even try to step foot into the game, and just keep going, man. Don't never stop, and be original. Don't try to just go with whatever trend is popping at the time. And I always say in interviews when I get this question to invest in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever it is you're doing, make sure you could keep your day job so you could pay for studio time or buying your own studio equipment or videos. You know what I'm saying? So definitely invest in yourself.
Invest in yourself. Music. You
And
definitely
and
need.
publicity, like to pay a publicist. It's a lot of things that you got to put money into.
Yeah, there's a lot of hats to play. So
Yeah.
you definitely got to invest in yourself.
Yeah.
That's good. That's really good advice, man. I'm sure that's gonna hit home with a lot of people and inspire them to try to they're gonna get motivated and work on stuff.
Mhm.
I love influencing positively out there the musicians that are up and coming. A lot of people who are going to be watching this have maybe never heard of you, and this is going to be their first time hearing you, seeing you, and to open their eyes to a great artist that's such, a classic guy as you is good. Is going to. I always believe art inspires art, so
Yeah.
I think your art's gonna like, this is I'm grateful to have you on this right now because I feel like that's good. Our we have actually I looked at our statistics. We got like a younger generation of viewers.
Hmm.
It's not so many much as people our age and our own generation. So there's gonna be a whole group of people who've never heard of you before.
Right.
But there's obviously going to be the heads that know you, that do follow us because they like, hip hop this way, part of the culture stuff. Now, with that being said, though, to follow up to that question, is hip hop and making music and recording and playing shows your full time job?
Absolutely. For I guess the past almost 20 years. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
and back to working on yourself, investing. You've had regular jobs before, and
Yeah. I had a lot of jobs. Yeah. A lot of
and you
different jobs.
saved up your money, get that studio time, buy that
Yeah. Well,
equipment.
now I never was the like had to pay for a lot of studio times. I was always blessed to like work with people that wanted me to just record, and they didn't. I didn't have to pay. And
Because
so,
you got the magic
but
touch there.
everybody doesn't have that. So that's why I put that in there, like pay for your studio time and shit. So,
Yeah,
but sometimes I worked at studios with producers that it was the producer that I worked with. It was his studio, so I didn't have to pay for the time. I recorded over his beats, and we made the album. Shit like that. So
yeah,
was never. I started paying for studio time probably a few years ago when I was just to pay for me recording collabs that I've done. Like people pay me to get on their albums or they whatever project, and I'll wait till it gets to like 6, 7 songs, and I go to PF Cutting Crib and record all of them at one time. You know what I mean, and send everybody the files. So I started, that's when I was starting to pay for studio time. But then I bought my own equipment, my microphone, set up my own studio in the house. So now I don't go nowhere. I just record everything here.
nice.
And yeah,
And right now you're completely independent. There's no record labels, hands in
nope,
on there.
nope.
That's what's up. That's
Yeah.
cool. Um. All right. With that being said, let me see here. Man, I've asked you a lot of questions so far. Let me. What's one of your most memorable like music events you've ever been to or done yourself or seen from someone else or experienced?
Well, recently we performed at when I say we, I mean Boot Camp Click. We performed at the Rock the Bells at Forest Hill Stadium out here in Queens, and it was a crazy event, man. That shit was really epic, man. It was a lot of like the best of the best on the bill. It was Big Daddy Kane, Slick Rick, to LL Cool J, Run DMC, Queen Latifah, Ludacris, Swiss Beats. Like it was a big,
Wow,
big show, man. It was over like maybe 20, 30,000 people, and
nice.
it was a dope show.
That's awesome. That's dope. You get to have fun there, huh?
Hmm.
That's yeah. It's cool to go to those kind of big events. You get
Yeah,
you go watch some of the shows yourself.
yeah, definitely. I was backstage hearing everything, and well, when we was right backstage, like before we went up, I seen Salt and Pepper on stage, and
Oh shit!
Brand Nubian. And I
Nice.
seen Brand Nubian perform a lot, but it was great to see them up there, doing in front of that crowd. And Salt and Pepper, man, I was just like, damn, they was doing Shoot, they was doing the classics, man. They had the whole, the dancers up there, and it was a stage that like spins around, like after they finish it, it turned them back to the backstage.
Oh
It
shit!
was it was just crazy, man. It was really dope.
That's dope.
Mhm.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Oh, so are you working on any projects right now, or is
Yeah,
something
I have
hush
a few
hush?
projects done that I'm waiting. They all in like mixed master mode. And the first one is me and Rock. We have an album called Crownsville, and so that's gonna drop soon. And we have production by Vinny Idol, Freddie Fox, the Archetype, a few unknown producers, man. But the whole album is classic.
Nice, nice.
Word. Yeah,
When do you expect this maybe coming out? This dropping?
probably the springtime or summer.
Oh, that's close. You work
Yeah,
fast.
yeah. We actually been working on it for a while, but yeah, it's about to drop soon.
Nice, nice. And what do you think is going to make this one stand out different from other work you've done so far? If you can give us a little tease
But
or
it's just
hint.
it's me and Rockin' this monster, like the whole album. So it's like two top tier MCs, man, from boot camp, and it's something different. It won't sound like a Helter Skelter album. It is, it's just rockin' rusty. I don't think we have any features on there. We have like
Oh wow,
a singer on one track, but it's mostly just me and him, being creative and going ball for ball.
nice, nice.
Yep,
That sounds like it's going to be deadly.
yep,
Yeah. And so we'll all be looking out for that. Of course, when that kind of stuff drops, you guys will update everything here on the podcast and description, so you can find links to catch stuff that comes out.
yeah.
As we always promote and do reels and promote the guests who've been up on here. Let me ask you another question, man. What are some of your goals other than this record coming out, but overall, like to see what happened in the industry in the next few years for yourself?
I want to get into a lot of things. Maybe the acting scene. Definitely the book writing scene. I've been talking about that for a while. I want to write some children's books. Different kind of books. Maybe a personal or biography. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just
That'd be dope.
a lot of good things. I just want to start writing.
Nice, nice. You're just a writer at heart, ultimately, huh? You just want to keep
Yeah.
writing, stay writing.
Hmm.
That's what's up. Can you tell us a little bit about your tour that's going to be coming up in? Uh,
Oh yeah. Well, starting in May. Right now we have 3 shows booked, and but it's more dates going to be added. It's me, my brother, the legendary Elder Sensei from the Artifacts, and the legendary DJ Total Eclipse. And we just gonna go over to Australia and tear it up, man. And it's gonna be awesome.
That's what's up. And how many shows you're actually doing?
We have 3 booked right now, but it's gonna be more added.
More in.
We speaking about New Zealand, Chile, stuff like that. So
Ah, see, guys, he's going. He is the legendary veteran, international, worldwide tour master.
yeah,
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I know I was like gonna lead up with that near then, but I was just too curious, so I had to ask that.
yeah.
um, but I am curious to know. Um, when you go out overseas, is there anything you got to take with you special, or is there anything that like when you're out there that you must have when you get there, or things you must avoid? Because internationals, different
Uh,
than just being here around the corner with our American
well, you just
McDonald's.
gotta know where you at. I just you try to avoid racism, but that's everywhere. And I experienced that a few times going overseas, and so you just got to be careful with that. And I just like to eat different foods, different places. Like the good restaurants.
You like to
And
try stuff?
experience. Nah, not really. I don't like to try too many things, but if it looks, I gotta see it first. Sometimes I like when the menu's got the food right there, so I don't gotta guess. Because
Okay.
if they have it in English and I can't really tell what it is, I'll just be safe and order burger and fries. So
Yeah,
so
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I feel it.
But maybe see some of the monuments they have, or learn something about the culture wherever I'm at.
Right on, right on. Let me ask you, uh, as a writer, what keeps you mostly motivated to keep writing like you do so much, and where do you draw on this inspiration from?
Just from the love I have for hip hop, man. It's never gonna stop. I don't never see myself stopping no time soon. And this is the way I provide for my family. So that's another. I gotta go hard. I gotta do what I gotta do to take care of my wife and kids. And so that's what it is. That's
Yeah,
all the motivation I need.
that's all the motivation you need, and that's all love right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Shout outs to that, man. So now I know I'm supposed to be asking you the questions, but I gotta say, because I'm a few years younger than you, but I've been working for music also the last 25, 30 years. I started also at 12, so you can say 30 years. But before I started
Mhm.
recording, my first drop was in 1998, and man, as a musician, after all these years, we've gone through a lot of stages where back in the day we used to print CDs, release tapes, sometimes even make vinyls, for the DJs. And there's still some of that nowadays, but there was this big time period really that kind of disappeared. And we have this streaming going on. Um, and it seemed to at first seem really awesome, but now I'm seeing a lot of artists, you know, uh, that are around our age and who've been doing stuff as long as us, wanting to go back to the roots of making like hard copy stuff and vinyls and not really feeling streaming all that. What's your opinion on all that kind of stuff?
But I still make CDs and vinyls, and I still sell them. There's people out there that want them. So yeah,
And
me, when I did this last tour, I was signing on my order. I was autographing CDs that people bought from me. Because I ship them out. I just go straight to the post office, and they send me their address. They pay for the CD, and I mail it straight to their house. And I was out there, signing autographs that people bought from. I mean, CDs that they bought from me,
man, that's awesome.
or that they bought on their own. And yeah, man, people still want CDs. They want vinyls. They want that physical. So it is what it is.
That's what's up. So you still doing that and by hand? That's amazing. You got the personal touch, and then you get to see him come back at the show with that
Yeah,
stuff. That's freaking
yeah,
awesome. That's love.
and with the merch too, with Russ, he was at the show with Ruste Juxx. You know what crime it is? T-shirts, and so it was just dope, man.
Yeah, man. And the streaming, how does that? How do you feel about streaming? I mean,
Man, well, nobody makes money off of streaming, but the good thing about that, well, to me, and I don't speak for everybody, but people are listening to my music. They listening to it, and some people even told me like after they listened to it, after they streamed it, they bought it. So
yeah,
sometimes that happens. And just by the amount of streams, even though it doesn't equate to money, is still showing you that a lot of people is listening to me all year round.
yeah.
If they're streaming or buying it, personally or not, they're listening. So and
Most
it's always like 700,000-800,000 people listening every year. So it's a good thing for me.
That's a beautiful thing. Yeah. The one thing I like about streaming is be able to make the playlists, right? Because, for example, you're like in everyone's playlist. I know that listens to hip hop. That's in my age group circle, and a lot of our guests that have been on here. You're literally on everyone's playlist. But having you on a playlist like that we create for ourselves, for example, I teach at the local university, and all these 20 year olds come into to boxing class, mixed martial art class that we teach, and the yoga and all that cycling, all that kind of stuff I teach at the university. You're on
Mm.
the playlist, man. People are like, well, who is this? What is this? Like, bumping. And so I like that because of streaming, because I'm able to now play music that I like to listen to and things I
Yeah,
know. Yeah,
that's why I
sure.
do. That's why I have a Spotify account because I listen to old R&B, soul music, or new music. Sometimes I might want to go back to Mobb Deep's first album or Nas and I go on Spotify and listen to it.
And actually, speaking of who are you listening to like the most right now? You got anyone in your CD
Um,
player?
well, yeah, well, nah, in my Spotify account, I guess that's a lot of Redman, a lot of who else am I listening to? There's a lot of new artists too, man. But I'm mostly listening to R&B.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice. That's soothing.
yeah,
Always love the music side of it a lot. Um, I always want to sample it to make more hip hop versions of sometimes these R&B stuff. When I hear R&B,
hmm
it's already hip hoppy, but you know what I'm saying? Like, just want to, I could take that a little harder
yeah.
and make it thump. But now that's what's up. Uh, man, is there anything that I haven't asked that you like to share with anyone?
Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah. Well,
I would just tell them about the other new projects I got coming. Like
let's
I
do it.
have an EP called
Hmm.
Duos with Nine. That's my brother, man. And Nine, he killed the whole EP, man. It was his concept. The album is called Duo. The EP is called Duo. So every track is named after a legendary duo, like Kid and Play to Mobb Deep to Meth and Red, um, Black Star. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's a real pretty dope EP, man. Produced by the Snow Goons, and I have another album fully produced by my man UG from the Cellar Dwellers, and it's me and my brother Skanks the Rap Martyr. He's a dope MC from a group called Bangkok Fam, and that's he's from Crown Heights like me, and that whole album is amazing, man. Just a whole bunch of projects I got coming.
How many projects exactly you think roughly though right now?
I don't know. It's probably about 7 or 8 that's done, but we just gonna drop them periodically.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, that sounds pretty epic. Those two sound, man, really cool. Especially the
yeah,
duo sounds like that's gonna be
hmm
interesting.
yeah, man. We pay homage to the artists and we killed it as well.
Now, if you would like, you want to get into sharing showcasing some of your music here.
Yeah, man. One of my latest single called Iron Blade, produced by my brother Kason the Jeweler. You know what I mean? We could get into that joint and another joint with King Mizzo. Another joint by King Mizzo, man. It's called Close Your Eyes. And that joint is crazy too. That's the joint I'm featured on.
All right. So let's get into that, guys, ladies and gentlemen. I can pull this up for us right here. Let me present. I'm gonna share the screen, and let's see. We should be able to get up on this now. Rusty, when it plays, I'm gonna have to mute myself, but you're fine.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can still talk over if there's anything you want to say. I just got it muted so there's no feedback between me and the song when it plays. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let us begin.
Now. Yeah, I really does this. Inhale, look at the blunt, like what was this? Cause this that super high powered dope. A hunting rifle with a vortex razor scope. Sniper, not from DC on the Beltway, but shout out to my family from Detroit down in Delray. Put it down, weigh it up, tell me what the scales say. Fiends wanna line me up and I don't even sell, yay. I push powerful poems in pill form, been strapped since 12 years old and still drawn. I infiltrated, disintegrated some dynasty, sicker than hepatitis D while sipping on the finest tea. Sailing the China Sea, ripping through the dung high. Don't smoke blunt, so I'm really mini bong high. You picked the wrong guy, Juxx will destroy you. Chase on the jeweler, keep the beats on, roar you. 1, 2, 3, 5, I let the folks spit. Tomahawks, calicos, and plenty more shit. 6, 7, 8, 10, I let the 9 spray. You know the crime, I get mine the crime way. Yeah, I really goes in. Kneecaps, ankles, feet, and all toes in. Frozen, hearted, I'm colder than Antarctica. Boot camp, we kill Spartans and raise Spartacus. Danger, 36 chambers of death. I be cooking rappers up like the chef, rolling the meth. Breath control, my soul is blacknificent. My voice is an instrument, no style is equivalent. Militant, moving like a murderous militia. Box like Freddie Fox, bumpy knuckles that'll split ya. Get ya up out your seats when the jam's on. My DJ keep records spinning like a sandstorm. I'll transform your grill with one rug cutter. The king of crown height straight out the drug gutter. Case on with the napalm. Y'all motherfuckers better stay calm. 1, 2, 3, 5, I let the folks spit. Tomahawks, calicos, and plenty more shit. 6, 7, 8, 10, I let the 9 spray. You know the crime, I get mine the crime way. 1, 2, 3, 5, I let the folks spit. Tomahawks, calicos, and plenty more shit. 6, 7, 8, 10, I let the 9 spray. You know the crime, I get mine the crime way. You know the crime, I get mine the crime way. 1, 2, 3, 5, I let the folks spit. Tomahawks, calicos, and plenty more shit. 6, 7, 8, 10, I let the 9 spray. You know the crime, I get mine the crime way. You know the crime, 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 I get mine the crime way.
That song's banging. You murdered that. Straight fire. Now, where'd you record that exactly?
Well, I recorded that in my spot right here in my house.
Nice. Now the music video.
Oh, that's in Crown Heights, man. I shot that in St. John's Park. It's right across the street from Albany Projects.
Nice. Yeah, so that's your latest single right now, correct?
Yeah.
Nice. And it's available on all streaming sites.
Yep.
All right. Let me go ahead and remove that. And now let's go to Close the Eyes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can get this. Come on. And this was done recently as well.
Yep.
Yeah. Also available on all streaming sites, correct?
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Unknown Misery.
A new barbarian. You just doing numbers, I do words better. You know your OZs, but I know more letters. You can count a 5 a countdown, cause I'm a go-getter. I ain't Ruste Juxx on the vibe, he got the bolt cutter. Breaking down the doors for the culture, feasting on the vultures. Lions, gorillas, while you're hanging at the altar. Looking for the love around, like hatred, that's the wrong place, kid. There's consequences for your actions, spitting magic on these rap pages. A bad habit, taking kindness for weakness, till you fly up and seek rest. I got a photographic memory like a murderer prose of all my enemies and all of my foes. I focus my wealth and energy on my soul. Never born, never die, spitting words from a ghost. They don't acknowledge the sun, they getting burnt where they sitting. I'm the gift for the people, I'm the curse for the villains. I'm the curse for my enemies, a church for the children. Every verse got them wanting forgiveness. When the curses start blinking, walk away from beef, Hindu diet, till I'm forced to eat, just to keep them quiet. My words are medicine, what I write is science. Recognize I'm the greatest, I'll remove your eyelids. Curse for the villains, they close their eyes when they curse and start blinking. They close their eyes when they curse and start blinking. They close their eyes when they curse and start blinking. They close their eyes when they curse and start blinking.
They close their eyes shut cause they don't wanna see the truth. Juxx is God in the physical, I'll be the proof. Supreme master, divinity, a deity. I bottle holy water and sold it for 3 a key. I am nefarious, water bearer, Aquarius, but still breathe fire on track. Screaming Dracarius. The last dragon eating popcorn with chopsticks. In the front row dropping gems while you pop shit. The mop stick letting 600 rounds go. Squishing these maggots, y'all rappers faggots on the down low. It's barbarian bars with King M.I.Z.O. We be taking money out in Rio, calculating capital, stacking up the bread. Got some in the stash, case I gotta put it on your head. Ruste Juxx squeezing with an HK pistol to my net worth is higher than that pink star crystal. What up?
They close their eyes when they curse and start blinking. They close their eyes when they curse and start blinking. They close their eyes when they curse and start blinking. They close their eyes when they curse and start blinking.
Nice, man. That's cool. Very cool, very dope. You bodied both of those songs, man, as you always body everything.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Nah, I appreciate you. I appreciate you being such an influence, you know, with you got bars, bro, for days, endless bars, and your prolificness, and just the raw talent there, and it's a gift you got there, man. Yeah, man. I I think unless there's anything else you want to share, I'm gonna shout out to all your ways people can find you, and we can kind of wrap this.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yep.
All right. Well, once again, everyone, we appreciate you all rocking with us here at the Rappers Corner. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share the content with other hip hop heads in your life. Follow us right here on YouTube and check out our content on Facebook, IG, TikTok, and X, which used to be Twitter. Follow and support our crew individually, including myself at Sir Puff-A-Lot, and as well as at K Red from the Rappers Corner and at Johnny Warbucks on all other social media platforms. Sorry they couldn't make it here today, guys. But we got our homie here, Ruste Juxx. You gotta go support him. We got all his contacts here in the description below, but I'll just tell you guys right now, for those who are listening, you can find all of his music on all the streaming sites, including Apple, Spotify, and all that. Check out his social media pages out at Ruste _motherfucking_ Juxx on IG, Ruste Juxx 357 on X, or which was Twitter, Ruste Juxx on Facebook, and right here on YouTube, official Ruste Juxx TV. Download the music, check out his 25 plus album catalog, and find out how dope this MC is if you haven't already heard him. And definitely check this international touring veteran out, a live show around your way. All I gotta say is thank you for coming onto the show.
Thanks for
today,
having
my
me,
brother.
man.
All right, man. Much
No
peace.
doubt.
Respect.
All right, peace, man.
Salute.
Well,